So we got our first official trailer for 28 Years Later. Here are my thoughts. 28 Days Later is a special movie to me. It's not only one of my all-time favorite horror films, it's one of my all-time favorite films, period. And while we did get a sequel in the form of 2007's 28 Weeks Later, Danny Boyle, who directed 28 Days Later, and Alex Garland, who wrote it, did not return to their roles for this movie. So I always hoped that they would one day team up again for a follow-up. And I've been hoping for a really long time. I'm talking years upon years here. After a while, it seemed less and less likely that a follow-up would happen. However, it was recently announced in the beginning of 2024 that 28 Years Later was in development, with Boyle set to direct, Garland set to write, and Cillian Murphy, who starred in 28 Days Later, set to return in some capacity. And I know we live in an era where legacy sequels are way too common, but if there's one legacy sequel I think justifies its existence, it's this one. Its world is based on the passage of time, exploring the deterioration of humanity in the face of societal collapse. And I think it's genuinely intriguing to visit this world in different intervals of time. This movie is literally a dream come true for me. It's got a great cast that includes Jodie Comer, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, and Ralph Fiennes. And when it comes to the trailer itself, I think it looks fantastic. I think it does what a good trailer should do. It shows just enough to get you interested, but it doesn't show too much, leaving you wanting more. Trailers truly are an art form, and this one understands that. It has a terrifying energy to it, and it effectively builds a potent sense of fear and ominous tension with its razor-sharp editing as well as its haunting use of sound and imagery. And it's absolutely mind-boggling to me that cinematographer Anthony Dodd Mantle, who was the cinematographer of 28 Days Later, shot this movie entirely on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I'm so far very impressed with the quality of the footage from what I've seen. There's a handful of shots in this trailer that made my jaw drop. Overall, I could not be more excited for this movie. It's one of, if not my most anticipated release of 2025, and I can't wait to see it in theaters.